What is amateur radio? So modes, we've got hundreds of them. We'll tell you what they are here in just a second. But the real opportunity here is we have millions of communications channels, millions of frequencies. Okay, a very large fire department, a very large metro like Kansas City or Johnson County has seven frequencies that they can talk on. We have millions. Dennis and I each have millions that we can operate on. They have 7. Police have about 4 in Overland Park. So we have millions of frequencies. Why would the FCC give us millions of frequencies? These frequencies are worth lots of money to cell phone carriers, broadcasters, and stuff like that. It's because we are a service. We are not just a hobby. We are a service. We're there to help in times of disaster, and they recognize how valuable that is. We also have one-to-many communications. It's why it's better than cell phones. Why it's better than cell phones, even on the days when cell phones work. We do public service events all the time in areas where cell phones work. Why? Why? Because we have one-to-many communications. All right, I am going to pretend like I'm going to call you guys and deliver a message, just like what we did with the cup. All right, I'm going to start, and I'm going to call you first. Okay, so I got your phone number here. I'm going to start dialing. At the same time, Dennis is going to try to get his message out by ham radio and see who wins. Ready? And I've got to call each and every one of you cell phones, so give me a minute. Okay, here we go. Go. Voicemail. All right, so did everybody hear what he said? How long did that take? If you were running an event and you had 10 rest stops that you need to let know that there's lightning and we need to close down, how long is it going to take you? It's going to take you at least 10 minutes to get that out instead of 10 seconds. So even when regular communications are there, ham radio is often a better choice. We also have a commitment to public service. We're a nonprofit, like we talked about. We don't make any money off of this, and we're not allowed to profit from the communications. We do it because we enjoy it, because we have a passion for it. Just like amateur athletes have a passion for what they do. They're amateurs because they're not getting paid, not because they're bad at pole vaulting. They have the passion, and that's what sustains them. And we work when everything else fails because we have all kinds of backups. I heard somebody saying when you got a backup plan, you got to have A, B, C, all the way to Z. And that's exactly what we do. And that's even our logo, is when all else fails, amateur radio. The other thing that you get is that every radio, when you go out in the field and you've asked us to help you with your event, it comes with a pre-trained volunteer who's going to run this radio for you. Again, in situations where the regular cell phones are still working, you get a pre-trained and experienced person who has communications technique down pat. Plus, it adds to your volunteer list. So you've got people helping you there with logistics. And hams are already wherever the disaster is going to be. There are hams in every area of the United States and the world. There are 7,600 in Kansas, 16,000 in Missouri, and 5,000 in the KC Metro alone. Within a mile, you could probably find 5 hams. So if there's a disaster right now, you could put a perimeter around this disaster and no one else could be let in, and we would still have the logistics to be able to have ham radio helping us. And if a ham doesn't show up in that particular location, we have relays. We have other ways to make it work. It doesn't fail just because there's not someone there. General public who's not prepared, not thinking ahead, should just rely on the ham that's in their neighborhood. Again, we could probably find 5 within a mile. You guys are the preparedness people. We want you to be a part of the solution, not a part of the demand and or problem.
So if I have a family member far away, get them to the operator also?
You can. Right. If it's disaster on both ends, your safest bet is that your ham's on both ends. That's the most direct and quick and easy way to do it. If it's disaster on your end only, then it'll be really easy to get a ham up there to relay to them. But as long as you have that starting point, and again, you're thinking about preparedness anyway, I would say you should get your license.